Hello everyone and welcome back to the Woman Signals channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe this channel to get more valuable tips about dating. When trying to figure out if a younger girl has a crush on you, it can be tricky to read the signs. Age differences can contribute to confusion over her behavior. A young girl's crush may seem innocent, but you want to tread carefully before pursuing a relationship with a large maturity gap. Look for these cues that a girl likes you more than platonically so you can subtly discourage inappropriate advances while avoiding hurt feelings. Before we delve into the signs that a younger girl may like you, it's important to understand the dynamics at play in age-differential relationships. Age gaps can lead to unique challenges and opportunities, so it's crucial to approach them with respect and open communication. And let's get started. She makes frequent eye contact. When conversing, does she gaze at you a lot, hold eye contact longer than normal, or quickly look away smiling when you catch her staring? Lingering eye contact signals attraction. However, sustained staring from a younger girl can feel uncomfortable, so gently break contact. Keep things friendly but not leading her on. You can look away or pivot the conversation to less intimate topics. Her body language shows nervous excitement. Does she exhibit anxious tells around you, like fidgeting with her hair or clothes, stumbling over words, blushing, giggling at everything you say, or shaking from adrenaline? These demonstrate she feels the butterflies of a crush when you're near. Be compassionate but avoid behaviors that feed her infatuation, like touching her shoulder or teasing in a flirtatious manner. Keep things platonic. She finds excuses to be near you. Does she find reasons to be around you, ask for your help on things she could do herself, or show up where you'll be even if you're not directly interacting? She may have a persistent desire to be close to you if she's crushing. Kindly prevent situations where you're alone together. Say you're busy if she's hovering too much. Gently rebuff her while letting her retain dignity. She opens up and overshares. Does she confide in you, disclose very personal information, or seem to crave deep one-on-one conversations? When girls like someone, they sometimes share intimate details too soon to strengthen an emotional bond. If she overshares, don't exploit that emotional intimacy. Change topics gracefully. Don't pour your heart out back. Keep things light to avoid leading her on. She finds ways to give you gifts. Does she offer you baked goods, mixtapes, handmade crafts, poems, or other heartfelt gifts? Exchanging gifts signals her romantic interest and desire for your affection. Accept once to be kind but firmly avoid continuing a gift-giving dynamic. Say she's very thoughtful yet you can't accept any more gifts. Recommend she share her creativity with friends instead. She fixates on your positive qualities. Does she gush over your attributes, talents, intelligence, appearance, sophistication, kindness, coolness, factor, impressive job, etc.? Excessive flattery betrays a crush. To prevent fueling the one-sided romance, pivot the praise back to her merits. Say you appreciate her compliments but you're not all that great. Point out her own accomplishments. She dresses to impress around you. Does she wear trendy outfits, makeup, perfume, or style her hair when she knows you'll be present? Making an extra effort with her appearance demonstrates she wants to stand out to you as attractive. Don't compliment her appearance if she's really dolling herself up for you. Keep talk focused on non-romantic topics instead. She makes up reasons to talk to or text you. Does she ask endless questions about mundane topics like the weather just to initiate contact? Does she text you funny memes, viral videos, or revealing selfies? Her eagerness for communication could reflect an underlying crush. Only respond to the non-flirtatious texts. If she gets clingy, say you're too busy to constantly text back and forth. She opposes any girl you like. Does she mock or find fault with any girl you have a crush on? She may be jealous. Or does she get upset or sad if you mention dating, being attracted to, or spending time with another girl? Blatant possessiveness gives away her deeper feelings for you. Make it clear you have the right to date who you wish. Don't share further details on your love life. She makes up pet names or flirts in other ways. Does she call you cute nicknames, send flirty emojis, say you're so hot, touch you a lot, dance near you seductively, or engage in other not-so-subtle flirting? Total transparency is needed here. Kindly tell her outright the flirting makes you uncomfortable, is inappropriate, and must cease immediately because you do not share her romantic feelings. She asks probing questions about your relationships. Does she dig for information on your current or past dating life, relationships, breakups, interests in other girls, likes, dislikes in a partner, etc.? Her research aims to evaluate if she has a chance with you. Keep your private life private. Give vague or humorous answers that make clear you're not discussing this with her. She expresses jealousy of other girls who might like you. Does she make rude or envious remarks about girls who she perceives to be potential rivals for your affection? She's tipping her hand as someone who wishes she was your sole object of desire. Never play into it by validating her jealousy. Make it clear she has no claim over you and you date based on your own preferences. She finds ways to be alone with you. Does she scheme to get you by yourself? For example, asking you to help her with a hobby or project that conveniently requires one-on-one time at her house. Or, spontaneously, separating from a group hangout so it's just the two of you. Shut down any repeated attempts to engineer private situations. Suggest including others whenever you interact. She likes all your social media posts. Does she like, comment on, or excessively view your posts on social platforms? Social media stalking can reflect romantic curiosity. Never comment back in a leading way. Keep your online interactions confined to the public realm by discussing topics you'd be fine with anyone else chiming in on. She asks if you think she's pretty. Fishing for compliments can signal she's hoping to win your affections. Saying, "You're pretty," is misleading praise from someone she likes. Instead, pivot to safer compliments like saying she seems smart, kind, fun, or has other positive traits not linked to appearance. Or joke she's pretty funny, or pretty talented. Deflect the deeper implications. She gets touchy and breaks boundaries. Is she overly affectionate in more than a friendly way by giving long hugs, touching your arm, leg, cuddling up to your side, resting her head on your shoulder, holding your hand, etc.? Your response needs to be very direct. Kindly tell her you notice she's been touching you a lot and it makes you uncomfortable. Reinforce that you are just friends. She has a romanticized view of you. Does she put you on a pedestal, acting like you're her whole world? Does she obsess over you and your hobbies? Her extreme infatuation may blur reality. Explain that you're just an average guy, not a larger-than-life celebrity. Suggest she put this energy into friends her age and come back down to earth. She opens up to you about problems with peers. Does she confide worries about friendship drama, girls being mean, feeling lonely or left out, etc.? She trusts you and believes a bond exists, hence the deep sharing. While being a caring listener, avoid becoming her sole confidant. Remind her that friends and counselors her age can also relate to her situation. She expresses sadness at end of Hangouts. Do you notice genuine dismay or pleading when a get-together has to end? Saying bye is difficult for her because she's sad to part ways. To prevent fostering codependency, reinforce through your demeanor that saying farewell is no big deal. Keep things upbeat and casual. Don't let parting seem tragic. She hints at needing you. Does she say she can't get through the day without talking to you? Does she present you as the only one who gets her? She may be guised as admiration, but it's actually emotional dependency. Explain you're glad to be friends, but she's fully capable on her own. Encourage activities that build autonomy and other friendships. She uses future fantasies to connect with you. Does she muse about running away together, having a family someday, or dating when she's older? She's projecting fantasies onto you to fulfill her romantic desires, at least in her imagination. Don't engage with hypotheticals. Redirect back to chatting casually about current interests and her real future dreams. She misinterprets everything as flirting. Does she analyze your every word, action, and gesture as proof of mutual attraction, even when it's not? Explain that you care about her as a person but don't want to lead her on. Explicitly state that you're not flirting and she shouldn't see romantic intent where it doesn't exist. She drunk texts flirtatious messages. Do her texts get flirty, emotional, or even inappropriate late at night or when she's been drinking? The next morning, kindly say you won't respond to any more drunk texts because respectful communication matters to you. Then change the subject. The direct call-out will deter future lead-on messages. She shares songs or poems to express her feelings. Does she send you lyrics, tracks, poems, or excerpts communicating her angst and longing? She may lack the courage for direct confession but hopes to convey hidden feelings. Say thanks but no need to share more. Don't analyze her messages. Simply redirect the conversation elsewhere. She uses coded social media posts. Do her posts seem pointedly directed at you with coded messages only you would understand? Vague booking about love or posting suggestive song lyrics exploits one-sided context. Ignore the subtext bait by commenting on only the surface content if you engage at all. Change the subject offline too. She hints at her availability and interest. Does she remind you she's single, touch on the demise of her latest relationship, or joke about you two getting married, if only you were older? She's implying possibilities with her flirty rhetoricals. Counter by mentioning a current or fictional girlfriend to indirectly establish you're off the market. She expresses envy toward your partner. If you're in a relationship, does she make snide remarks about your partner's flaws or your issues, insist you deserve better, or outright tell you to break up? She's revealing her thinly veiled jealousy. Say your partner makes you happy and you won't tolerate hearing negativity about them, especially from her. She pretends to need rescuing. Does she play damsel in distress by dramatically venting hopes you'll save her from annoying parents, a terrible home life, feeling depressed, etc.? It's a ploy to position you as her protector and ignite your affection. Suggest she tell trusted adults her problems. Recommend a counselor. Don't get enmeshed. She sabotages your other relationships. Does she instigate conflict between you and those who care about you, like your partner, family members, or friends? This manipulative behavior aims to isolate you. Explain you've noticed her attempts to damage your other bonds and it must stop immediately or you will cut contact. She oversteps physical boundaries. Has she ever inappropriately kissed, groped, or touched you? This crosses the line into harassment, assault. You may be in shock, but immediately tell her such behaviors are absolutely not okay and cannot be repeated. Calmly remove yourself from her presence. Strongly consider telling a trusted adult. As you can see, younger girls can demonstrate their attraction in many ways. Be alert yet compassionate if you suspect a girl has a crush on you. Avoid any behaviors that string her along, but also don't embarrass or shame her. With sensitivity, you can steer things to a more appropriate dynamic. If you have concerns, consult with parents, counselors, or other mentors. Act responsibly, and things can be worked out without causing harm. The younger girl will move on and you may even retain a meaningful friendship. If this video helpful for you, don't forget to give like, leave a comment about your thought and subscribe. You can give super thanks below to support our work and we truly appreciate that. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.